Hello and welcome to Bodyweight Circuit. Today I am going to introduce you to a very simple circuit. The target is to do 4 rounds. I will show you all the exercises and some progressions and regressions for each one so that you can adjust it to your level. I won't have any music playing, so please get your own music going on in the background. And if you're looking for a workout which is longer or shorter, you can just add more rounds to the circuit or maybe reduce the rounds, have a few less rounds. All right, so for our warm-up, what I want you to do is follow along with me, and if I'm talking too much, just do some jumping jacks, do some squats, keep yourself moving while I describe everything. We're going to go through the whole circuit slowly once, and then we'll go through it again at real speed. All right, so the first exercise in the circuit is a 45-second plank. I'll show you the progressions and regressions for this plank. So here we have your standard plank. You want your body on a nice straight line, shoulders over your elbows. You want to think about squeezing your butt, keeping your core nice and tight so you keep that nice neutral spine. Now, if you are here and you're finding it really challenging, maybe you feel some pain in your back, to regress it, you would bring your knees down to the ground. If you're here and you're like, hey, I could do this for half an hour, this is too easy, to make it harder, you would just lengthen that lever, walk your feet back. Make sure if you're making your plank longer, you're not sticking your butt up, you're still keeping yourself in a nice straight line. All right, so let's go for 45 seconds in that plank, and I will rotate between the 3 different versions. You do whatever version works for you. Are we ready? Here we go. So this is regular version. This is where most likely most people will be. If it gets to be too intense, drop to your knees. Here's your regression. Back to normal. You're feeling really good. Walk those feet back, but don't let your hips pop up. Feel that shake. All right, we have 15 seconds left. Keep it strong. You can change between versions depending on how you're feeling. This should be a very hard effort for this 45 seconds. 3, 2, and relax. Awesome. Second exercise in our circuit are squats. So again, I'll show you a few different versions. So, easier squat is with your hands in front of you. Feet are flat on the ground. You're sitting down as low as you can with a flat back, so not collapsing in. Keeping that back flat, and then back up. You want to make it tougher. Hands by your head, elbows squeezing back. Same thing, coming down and back up. Tougher still, you can add in a jump. So as you squat, you're going to bring your hands back, then you're going to jump up nice and high. Tougher still would be to add weights, so either a weighted backpack or dumbbells if you have them. All right, so for this circuit, we just have 8 squats, so choose what works for you. I'm going to do hands above my head, elbows back. Sit those hips back, keep your chest up. Going for 8. This is part of your warm-up. Excellent. Next up, we have 8 lunges, 8 per leg. So I'll show you regular lunge first. Just coming back. Trying to bend both knees to approximately 90 degrees, so keep your body nice and upright. Lower that knee just above the ground there. Progression from there. You're here, jumping lunges. Trying to leave both feet at the same time. Progression from there. Add a backpack or add dumbbells to make it tougher. If getting your knee this low is painful, just don't go so low. Just go as low as you can where it's not painful. All right, so we're doing 8 each side. I'll demo a few of the regular lunges and then a few of the jumping ones. You do what works for you. Excellent. Hope your legs are feeling it a bit now. Next up, we have push-ups. So for your push-ups, you want your hands to be lined up with your chest. So make sure they're not in front of your shoulders here. Bring them back so they're just behind your shoulders. For width, you can go as wide as you need to go. From here, going from your toes, keeping that nice plank position, coming down and back up. Regression is from your knees. Progression is adding some power to it. So what you do is come down, try to be weightless at the top, and really absorb it at the bottom. That's very challenging. All right, so just going for 8 push-ups, whatever version works for you. All right, 3 more exercises. Let's flip it over, working the core. We have leg raises, 8 per leg. So keep your core really tight, contract your abs to press your lower back into that ground. Hands by your side beside your hips. So the tougher way is both legs at the same time, only going as low as you can while maintaining that neutral spine. And then to regress this, 1 leg at a time. So this is easier. If you want to make it harder, straighten those legs all the way out, keep that core really tight, and then back up. All right, so you're going for 16 total. If you're doing the single leg, then it's 8 per leg. If you're doing double leg, 16 of these, maybe a combo of both. Do however works for you. Be honest with yourself, don't go so low that your back is arching off that mat. You want to keep it in your abs, not in your lower back or hip flexors. Excellent. Okay, from there we have 45 seconds of mountain climbers. So back in your plank position. Just, if you can't do mountain climbers for 45 seconds, just get as many as you can in for 45. So you're in charge of how hard you want to go. Are we ready? 3, 2, here we go. Drive those knees forward, shoulders are over your wrists. So the regression for this is just to do less of them. Keep those hips down, keep those shoulders forward. You got this. Splay your fingers, press them all into the ground to protect your wrists. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, break. Awesome. Final exercise in the circuit are pike push-ups. So these are for your shoulders. They're quite challenging, and they're also challenging just to get the form right. So what you want to do is set yourself up in a pike so that your butt is up in the air and you're inverted like this. And what you want to think about is bringing your head straight down to the ground. You're just going for 8. So if you're here, you're coming down, bringing your head to the ground and back up. If you're thinking about your elbows, you want to keep them in. You don't want to let them flare out like that. To make it easier, you can put your knees on a chair behind you. And if you're feeling like a superstar, you can actually put your feet up on the wall, so it's more of a handstand push-up. The more vertical you are, the more challenging it'll be. So you can choose what works for you. Let's go for 8. Here we go. Think about head between those arms. Think about those elbows going straight back. Head rest. Okay, you should be feeling very warm now, like you've got a bit of a workout in. We're gonna go through it all again in real time. All the exercises, and if you're feeling good, then you can go up to 2 more rounds to get like a nice long, high intensity workout. All right, so grab your drink if you need it. We're gonna start with that 45-second plank, adjusting intensity as you need to. Ready? Go 5 seconds. 2, 1. Here we go. Remember, this is your regular plank here, regression here, regular, progression. You choose what works for you. Don't let your hips pop up. Keep them in a nice line. Keep the core really tight. Squeeze your butt. Make it hard. You have 15 seconds left. This is how you make it really hard. Whew, shaking. 3, 2, and relax. Awesome. Next up, we have our squats. So remember, hands in front here is the easiest version. Hands by your head are harder. Add a jump or add weights to make it even more challenging. I'm gonna do jump squats this time, going for 8 of these. Ready? Here we go. Excellent. Moving into our lunges, either reverse lunges, jumping lunges, or weighted lunges, 8 per leg. Here we go. Awesome. Moving on, we have our push-ups. 8 push-ups from your hands, from your knees. Or doing those power push-ups where you're flying off the floor. Ready? And go. Tight core. Awesome job. Flip it over. Leg raises, 16 total. You're doing single legs, it's 8 per leg. Keep that core super tight. You want to make it harder. You're straightening out those legs as much as possible, but be really honest with yourself. Don't let that lower back arch off the mat. This is the modified. You can also do bent knee like this, but the same angle. So you can't straighten and bend your knees. You need to just keep it at the same angle the whole time. Excellent. From there, we have mountain climbers for 45 seconds. As many as you can, keeping your shoulders over your wrists, hips down. Ready, 3, 2, here we go. Drive those knees straight forward. You're tough, you can do this. 3, 2, 1. All right, pike push-ups. So feet on the wall, feet on the floor. Feet on the wall is toughest. Feet on the floor is middle. Knees on a chair is your easiest option. Bringing your head down between your hands, pushing up through the shoulders. Ready? Going for 8. Awesome job. Take a quick drink. You have 1 to 2 more circuits left to make it a full workout. Thank you for joining me today. Send me a message if you have any questions and have fun.